Here. Representatives Wilson.
Here.
Colzar.
Here.
White.
Linting moves to adopt the minutes of by Representative Tisdale.
Thank you, Chair. And renewal license fees for renewals every 5 years. Retire, we must make Michigan a place where teaching is fees, ensuring that Michigan teachers. That's it.
Thank you, and thank you for this. I think it's important that we're doing this year to try to eliminate support the administration of those. It creates a $8 million, and so I just wanted to know, like, what
of it is for other future. You know, in the last budget to my leap, I think there's still about actually the expense of administering is
over. It's the Office of Educator Excellence, just to make sure we're not.
for the education department. It's
Madam Chair, thank you.
oh,
8 million you're talking about,
8
that
million.
is maintain their certification online, potentially leaving some very sensitive information up there. I have a MOAX file, for example. Intended consequence, I know, but
Absolutely is there and continues. If
a burden on teacher recertification. So I agree with you on that standpoint.
The questions. Not wishing to speak, but supporting the bill is Ben Laughlin Schools. Supporting the bill, Beth Deschone from GLEP Education. So, yes.
Representatives Wilson.
Pass.
Bills.
Thank you. Martin, please begin when you're ready.
Getting teachers into our classrooms, then maybe the EP qualified to teach.
Okay.
Appreciate this bill. Wish it was, so wish this was available then.
We just made that window. Here.
Thank you. Speak, supporting the bill, David Randalls, Oakland, Quisenberry, MAPSA. Refer House Bill 4151 to the House.
Fox.
Yes.
Wilson. Yes. Madam Chair, you have 10.
Of Schmaltz. But first, we for content experts in math. Excuse me, I made a mistake.
Okay.
We too, sorry. Am I okay now?
Yes. Ket.
Yes.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Understand you'll be testifying with
My bill for 41 for several crucial metrics, and it's her teachers are prepared with evidence to only approve teacher specializing in that specific in the resources they have available to them. This program is focused on well-established. We want to ensure that teachers are providing to our Michigan kids, and I believe this bill also work to ensure that educators are proper.
Thank you, Representative Schmaltz. So,
For your testimony, thank you, Madam Chair.
in math and science.
I should be writing chemistry textbooks or very subjective.
Well, obviously, this is to help our teachers and to give our teachers.
It's always a good one, right? I think there's a fairly well-established, could be a little more specificity.
Representative Weiss.
Thank you. I also are the right standards.
Reading, only 24%. In education, that's ridiculous. That
Okay. I programs by adding additional requirements that are that you see as like a problem.
That are like to evaluate that. So I don't think there is a to the program.
Yeah, this is all to help our teachers and help.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Actually, my question was asked by.
Yes, Representative Paquette.
Thanks, Madam Chair. Professors out there, like who's producing these professors?
Research universities, wonderful teaching I think finding experts is
Folks don't really realize that these opportunity work done in acknowledging, like, hey,
preparation institutions and our alternate routes to serve professors with staff throughout the university. So I think the PR is important.
Again, not wishing fund and not wishing helping children learn and providing education that I think we need to and we want to be in a product. I have to model that for our kids, which is always for. Whoops, thank you, Vice Chair Lind.
Representatives Linting. Yes. Pavlo.
Yes.
Wilson.
3, and I do have a substitute. It requires individuals to have received validity to 5 years and to a career and technical education. Just on the substitute. Substitute. Please call the roll on the H1 substitute.
Representatives Linting. Yes.
Yes.
Colzar.
Yes.
Weiss.
Thank you. This legislation to issue a local teaching certificate degree in the subject area that the individual immediate school district or the board of directors. Notably, a local teaching certificate must be certified in first aid. It requires individuals to have received at least requirement to obtain an interim teaching certificate. The locally certified teacher would have to, allowing local districts to issue our acute staffing shortages to fill and prevent, to provide CTE instructors for teachers. This is a confident in the ability of the candidate for the, and I want to highlight that this bill allows questions from the committee.
Just a question, just noting that your teacher is their mentor. Can you talk to us?
Our lack of people in the classroom, it can be as stringent as they want. Mandated things, give them away.
Are you aware, is there a shortage of master teachers?
Blowing up. I don't know about master teachers. They probably have, if they could pair them. Vanessa, would you like to speak to that point? I don't think she would. Sorry to put you off. No, that's a really good point. And I don't know what I would have done without having a master teacher to go to. It's kind of becomes survival sometimes. Yes. Someone else? Representative Boyce.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for working on this and for your testimony. I have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, so I'm just trying to understand this a little bit better.
Sure.
You mentioned in your testimony targeting CTE. Would this just be for CTE teachers, or is this applied more broadly for everyone other than special education?
My greatest hope is that it applies to CTE teachers mostly.
Okay.
So that you can bring in welders and whatever other skilled trades you need to train kids, and they shouldn't have to go through all the other requirements of teaching, but they need to be skilled in their area, and they are adept at apprenticing and helping kids achieve that. To expect them to also have a full teaching degree and everything that goes with it is going to be prohibitive, I think.
Yeah.
With the CTE training.
Yeah, I would definitely, just as a personal note, be more interested in narrowing that scope, because my reading of it is it's more broad than just CTE. I just wonder if this might potentially create some unintended consequences, because again, we already have programs like Grow Your Own and Talent Together that are working within districts to help get teachers, people who are in the classroom right now who aren't certified, getting them certification, supporting them along the way. But I worry that having a system like this could actually create, in some ways, more of an administrative burden for districts, because they have to establish this process. They still have to get it approved through MDE. So there's still that level of back and forth. And then if that teacher wanted to go teach in another district, I don't know that they would. I guess that's my question. Would they be able to, if you had somebody working in one district under this local certification, would they be able to leave to go work in another district if they wanted to?
No, this is a local decision. I guess they can talk to each other and, work up reciprocity between them. But they would have to establish their own requirements as a district and decide whether that person fit what they wanted. But it tries to be as limited as possible so that it's their own decision, their own responsibility for their district, and the next district can decide as they like. This is not a mandate. No one has to use it. It's just another option for school boards and administrations that are feeling pretty frustrated with constant substitutes in a particular area that they are having trouble filling.
Thank you.
Yeah. Representative Colzar.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I appreciate it. Can't CTE teachers already teach for 10 years without a cert as it stands right now?
That's possible. I am not aware. But hopefully this will encourage more people.
Yeah, and if it's an
Another option.
improvement, I'd be open to it. But I'd just be curious to see what the existing law is, to see if, make sure it's nothing duplicative. But yeah, if it's an improvement, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. Anyone else? Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I had a question about, you had mentioned CTE teachers would qualify in this bill, but on page 32 it says this subsection does not apply to an individual who is serving as a teacher for an industrial technology career program or career and technical education program. So my concern was you have the 5-year time period for local teaching certificates. Would CTE teachers be able to qualify for a longer waiver for that 10 years?
Yes, right. They don't have to abide by that 5-year thing. They're exempt from that. They're in a special category. We're trying to encourage a whole nother dimension.
Do you know what page that is on? Because right here it says this subsection.
Yeah, no,
doesn't
I'm sorry.
apply.
I don't know what page. We will work on it. Yep. Can we talk to you after on that? Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Then we go to our cards. Not wishing to speak but supporting the bill, Dan Quisenberry from MAPSA. Not wishing to speak but supporting the bill, Beth Deschone from GLEP Education Fund. And not wishing to speak and opposing the bill, Olivia Ponte from the MDE. So Vice Chair Linting moves to refer House Bill 4153 as substitute H1 to the House Committee on Rules. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chair DeBoer,
Yes.
Representatives Linting,
Yes.
Paquette,
Yes.
Fox,
Yes.
Coons,
Yes.
St. Germain,
Yes.
Pavlo,
Yes.
Wilson,
No.
Colzar,
No.
Weiss,
No.
Burns.
No.
Madam Chair, you have 7 yeas, 4 nays, 0 pass, the motion prevails.
Thank you. So there being no further business before the committee, the House Committee on Education and Workforce will stand adjourned.